Hey coaches, I wanted to give you a good resource for your Turkish Get Up today since we have 5 minutes to coach it and you potentially could have 8 to 10 athletes that have never seen the Turkish Get Up before. So I want to make sure you have a quick resource on how to coach this with a large class, especially if you have newbies. So we're going to just do three things. We're going to instruct it 3 times, not three things. There's more things in Turkish Get Up, but we instruct it 3 times. So we do it once with a demonstration and coaching at the same time. Then we're going to do it with our athletes, as in they follow along and you do a sing along kind of with the rest of the group. And then finally, you have all the athletes performing on their own. At that time, you should have pinpointed in the class who's having trouble when you did that demonstration. So first, I'm going to just talk you through the Turkish Get Up, give you the finer points of the big things that you want to point out to your class so you don't have to go over every single step of the Turkish Get Up. People get it that you're just going to stand up with the weight. So I'm going to demonstrate from the ground because that's where we start. My working leg is always going to be on the ground with my foot, and then my hand straight above my shoulder. This PVC pipe is going to stay flat with the ground. My arm is out to the side at 90 degrees. My leg is out to the side at 45 degrees. I'm going to roll to my shoulder first, then to my elbow, then to my palm, and then I want to get my palm as close to my butt as I can. All right, once I have this tall posture, I'm going to press through my hand and my palm, and then get my hips off the ground to slide that knee through and have that knee contact right next to my palm. Then I'm going to turn to a lunge position, adjust my foot if needed, and stand tall. Slap the thigh that wants to go down. I step back, put that knee on the ground. I slide my foot behind the other, sit down on that heel, put my palm on the ground, kick the foot through, and then slide nice and smoothly down. Notice I did not go through all the tiny little things that I need the athletes to do. And now I'm going to ask them to do that same thing with me, and I'm going to talk through it point by point. I pause in 2 positions only. I pause here to make sure that we have a good posture to sit up and actually get our post and hips off the ground. And then I'm going to pause here to make sure that we're in a secure position and we're not elongated or in a funky space whenever we get to our knee. Okay? Those are really the only 2 points you really need to hammer down with a newbie in Turkish get-ups, and then you can have all of the class demonstrate for you and pick out those little things, and you get 5 minutes to do it. Typically for me, that instruction plus everybody else following along with me takes about 2.5 minutes. So then you have the rest of the time to have all your athletes perform at least 1 rep per side so you can watch them and correct their form before we get into our 8-minute AMRAP today. I hope this tool helps you out. I want to release a longer Turkish Get Up video because this is my favorite movement, but I wanted to give you a quick resource for today. Let us know if you have any trouble with it. We want to be able to improve you coaches in the field. We'll see you out there.